going on, dude? Daniel, Gamer Dad, Raider, Jason E. What is going on, man? What is going on, guys? Hank, Gold Star. We're going to be getting started here in just a second. Man, we are running late, aren't we? The Cobra of Cobra TV. What is up, Chazalicious? Chazalicious. I think I said that right. Who knows? It's me. Thank you, Dave. I sure am, man. Sure am doing good. Just running a little bit late. A little bit of a stressful day. What's up, spell check? Rush Gamer. What's going on, guys? Thank you for coming out tonight. I want to talk about No Man's Sky. I want to chat a little bit about the mystery of the Atlas Level 4 passes. And I also want to go ahead and chat about ARK. I'm having an unbelievably great time playing ARK. You are too, Blue Knight. Thorn, what is going on? Durr, what's up? Oh, the music stopped. You know what? I guess that's our cue to go ahead and start. So let me go ahead and get the camera on and get this little backdrop off of here. And boom, there we are, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to another live broadcast of Cobra TV, the subcast that we do here on Cobra TV. And I call them subcasts because it's like a podcast, but I have the people who watch Cobra TV come on and chat about it like a talk show, like a gamer talk show, or like a podcast, but it's with the subscribers. I'm going to be quiet now. I'm starting to ramble. But it is awesome. Let me go ahead and get the pop-out chat onto the screen so that way people on YouTube that watch this later can see what you guys are chatting about. Let me see. The window capture. Not sure if that's going to work. We are still working on a computer that has been destroyed by milk from Sean Meowie, the cat of the show. Okay, we got NMS. What's up, dude? Demand rules. I know a skirl. What's up? How you doing, man? Okay, so we are going to take callers tonight, and I really want to chat about ARK a little bit. I am so amazed at how great that game is. Seriously amazed. Now I'm still early in, so maybe I'm still in the honeymoon stage. And I'm late to the party, as someone pointed out in the comment section, like, little late to the game there, aren't you, bud? Yeah, I sure am. But better late than never. I think it's such an amazing game, and it is so close to the exploration and the I don't know, the mysterious feeling that you get in No Man's Sky. It's so close. It's not space or anything like that, but charting through the woods and seeing these new creatures. And, I'm not looking things up on the internet yet on what to do next or any wikis for ARK. And so I'm playing through with it. I'm trying to generate a little bit of laughs and things like that. But it's a fun game. When I reach a point where I cannot progress the show any further because I'm just a buffoon, then I will look it up online and see what to do next. What's the right course of action? But I got my hut built and killed my first dodo, and it's an amazing game, really amazing. But like I said, I could be in the honeymoon stage. So we're gonna take some callers, talk about the level 4 Atlas passes, and whatever's on your mind. Come on and chat about. You want to bring up a different game? I'm more than happy to start chatting about something different that might be on your wish list or something that you're waiting for. Megaton Rainfall, right around the corner, guys. I watched a video of Megaton Rainfall being played at Gamescom, and the guy was wearing a VR headset. And the misconception with Megaton Rainfall is, thank you, Demand Rules. Thank you so much, buddy. The misconception with Megaton Rainfall is people think that it's only VR, but you could create it, play it without VR. Without VR. So, and that's how I'm going to be playing. I don't have VR at the moment. But we're going to be playing Megaton Rainfall in a few weeks, and I cannot wait to do a series on that, play it to the end, and, if you're waiting, the hype behind Megaton Rainfall is small, but I think the biggest thing to keep in mind is that Megaton Rainfall is, at its core, like first and foremost, it's a speed run type game, okay? But, it's point system, shoot 'em up, try and kill the aliens as fast as possible, get the best score, try not to damage the city at the same time. But Alfonso added in a story that has a voice actor, so it's not just text or anything like that. And there's exploration to a somewhat of a level. As we've seen from the new GIF, you could actually go down into the Atlantic Ocean, and what we've seen is fish that were swimming around. Now, I don't know if that's just like, a generic life form that's in the ocean, like that's the only type of life form you're going to see, or if he's actually created a lot of sea life down there. But at the same time, you got to think this game for a long time was made by one person, Alfonso, and he's got some people with him now, but they weren't with him for the entire time. So I am not banking on there being a whole bunch of different life underneath that ocean, but I could be wrong. But it's always good just to keep your hype in check, and I'm really excited for it. I really am. I think it's going to be a fun game to play. I don't think it's going to be a long-term game for us, like No Man's Sky or ARK or anything like that, but I think it's going to be a fun game to definitely run through and play. Let's take a look at the chat here. I know a Skrull says, yes, Megaton Rainfall. Prince, what's going on, dude? Prince YouTube, or YT YouTube. I think that stands for YouTube. Okay, well, thank you, NMS. Thank you so much, dude. So what happened to the Atlas passes? Let's go ahead and talk about that. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get Grammy on the chat. I miss Grammy so much, and I really want to talk to her so bad. So we're going to get her on here. But let's talk about the Atlas passes. So they're not, something that was promised and not sent out. And Shell said that they're, I think even Sean Murray, I'd have to bring up the email, but it was, he gave a long date. Let me see if I can bring up the email. I think he said something like 4 to 6 weeks or something, expect 4 to 6 weeks. So, they should be close to getting here. ETAR community, let's see. It's probably going to be under updates on here. Man, I get so many darn emails. I think the email said something about 3 or 4 to 6 weeks. That was my cat. Actually, it was a kitten going after a dog, and that's what happens. That's what it sounds like. Okay, so I can't find it. I got too many emails here. But I think it said something like 4 to 6 weeks. Maybe somebody in chat's already saying that or confirming it or denying it or something. What's up, Law of Evolution? How you doing, buddy? Like Subnautica. Jason says like Subnautica. Subnautica? Yeah, that's a great game. I played it a while back when I had my PC working. But the Atlas level 4 passes. Let's talk about that for a second. 4 to 6 weeks, I think, is what it said. 4 to 6 weeks, I think, is what the email said. And Anna Shell said that they were still in production. Also, one of our subscribers paid a visit to ANS, just knocked on the door, and they let him in, and he took pictures with Bob and a couple other people there, and he was standing in the same room that Emily was, doing her vlogs from, and also stood next to Miss Noodles. It turned out to be a female, but he was there, and he asked about the Atlas passes, and they said that they were still in production, so they're printing. So we're talking about 10,000. And now I'm not sure if there's, I don't know what these are, guys. I don't know if it's just a piece of paper, you know, like simple as something like just being printed off. But I imagine getting all those addresses together and making sure that they're going out to every single address, all 10,000 addresses. Envelopes are stuffed and it's sent out. That's got to be quite a bit of a task. I look for the Atlas level 4 passes anywhere between 2 to maybe at the very latest 4 weeks, or any day now. But Anna Shell, who was the lead puppet master at Allison Smith, did say that the classifications on the Atlas level 4 passes were not random and they meant something. What that means, I have no idea. We do know, we could cross it out. It's not a beta testing for anything. And I haven't seen anything in the game as it stands right now that is calling for an Atlas level 4 pass. So I am banking on the ARG not being over, but Waking Titan is. But there's going to be another ARG. For what? I have no idea. Maybe for fun for us? Maybe. But I don't know. You know, Emily said she was going to be back. We still have 8 packages of 16 that still have not been delivered. We've got Reddit moderators who were asked their addresses, and they have not been sent anything. I mean, they took the opportunity to send me that hamster food for Miss Noodles, but not the packages for the other 8 people. So something's amiss. You know, something is left unhinged out there somewhere, just hanging in limbo. We got the 8 packages. Emily's going to be back. Level 4 passes are going to be coming out. They mean something. I haven't seen anything in the game. Okay, we got Dennis saying, I think the Atlas level 4, Atlas V4 passes are not only a thank you for our loyalty, but also a memorabilia item for later on bragging rights. I do agree with you, Dennis. I do agree to a point. But Anna Shell, lead puppet master from Allison Smith, did say that the classification that we got, were assigned, was not random and it means something. So that means that it's going to be used for something. It means something. So why? I'm curious to figure out what that's going to be. We're going to go ahead and start adding callers. I want to get Grammy on the call. Grammy, I'm so sorry if you can hear me. I'm going to add you right now. Miss talking to Grammy. And, okay. We got too many windows open, so let's go ahead and close some stuff out. Grammy?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Grammy? Grammy. Okay, we are having technical difficulties at the moment. Yeah, I can hear you. We're having like, I don't know, some Skype connectivity issues here.
I was trying a new microphone. It wasn't working.
Oh. Well, how you doing, Grammy? It's been so long since you've been on the show.
Yeah, I've been sick.
Oh, I hope you're better now or getting better.
Well, I have a pain disorder, so that complicates when I'm sick.
Oh, wow.
I'm in Oregon, and we have fires, and fires. I'm in Central Oregon, and I'm surrounded by fire.
Oh, that's not good at all.
So we have like a ashy smoke fog around us. So I've been in the house a lot lately.
Oh, wow.
But I wanted to get on.
The fire isn't going to come towards you, is it?
Oh, no. It's I'm surrounded by a river. So I'm in like
that's good. That's darn good.
Yeah. The river goes around and then the roads everywhere else. So for it to get to us, it would have to hit a really large tree to go across a freeway to, it would have to jump quite a few things to get here. They do have a low-level evacuation for the county that I live in, but it's level 1, so it's mostly people north of us that live up on the mountains.
Wow. I tell you what, it's almost like the world is coming to an end. You got these massive fires going on. Texas is going through such a devastating moment. Florida is on the path of Irma and is about to get chewed up. And it just seems like North Korea's over there and he's wanting to blow stuff up. I think, if he just steps back, lets Mother Nature take care of everything and be happy. Because
I'm thinking the weather. I'm thinking the weather is trying to tell Trump about, the greenhouse effect.
Oh, yeah. Then there's that. We went into a dangerous territory on a podcast on Cobra TV. Very dangerous. How you guys doing out there? Okay, Grammy, I haven't talked to you since the update, really. I mean, how you faring in No Man's Sky? What are you doing? What are you up to?
Well, I wanted to call because I went and did the Artemis path.
Yeah.
I went around the Artemis path. But I've been breaking my game, so.
Breaking? What do you mean?
Well, so I don't know if you know who Pippin Plays is. He's in the Get-Nep gang. And he did some videos that showed how you could get your ship through the portals. Well, around the portals. You didn't really go through the portals with the ship. It was a way to get to another place and bring your ship through using the technique of going to the space station and then, teleporting through.
Yep.
Well, it worked for him before this last update. But this last update, the portals have changed. And I've been playing around with them. And a couple of them, they throw me out of the portal, and there's no portal behind me. I'm just standing on a planet with nothing. So I think they're getting ready to do something with those portals. To me, because you could do it before. It was easy jumping around and jumping through and doing all that stuff, and you could go across to the center through portals alone in creative. You could do it in other ones, but creative was the best way to do it because you'd have the resources with you.
Right.
Now you can't do that. So I'm trying. The suggestion is maybe because you have to do the story, and I was doing the story in normal. So now I'm going to do the story in creative and see if that changes things. So.
Okay, that's a good topic as well. As people come on the show, asking people what mode they play in: creative, normal, permadeath, survival. I play in.
Yeah, free.
Huh?
I haven't done permadeath yet. I've been practicing in survival, but I haven't done permadeath.
Right. We got Natalie in the chat. Hold the wrench high. How you doing, Natalie? Thank you so much for coming out. I'm curious. Go ahead. Go ahead, Grammy. Oh, we lost Grammy, I think.
No, I'm here. You may lose me, though, because we've noticed that the internet's kind of spotty with the fires.
Oh, that definitely sounds scary.
But I have really good internet, but it's sometimes it will just go in and out because it's just hard for the satellite with the smoke.
Right.
So if you lose me, I'll try calling back. If I don't, then the next time you're on, hopefully the air will be beautiful.
Yeah, that sounds good. I've been playing ARK here lately, and I tell you what, that game is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. It is. I had somebody say, Cobra, you're in a honeymoon stage. You're going to be very upset with the game.
No. I think you're going to enjoy it. There's another gentleman that I watch who I watch live stream it, and him and I have been talking, and my daughter watched it. So that's our wish list. Before you even started playing it, that was on our wish list, is to get ARK, because she likes taming animals. She had it like a zoo world before. Right. So, and he's shown all 4 maps. Like, he's been in all 4 of the maps there is. So if you buy it after they had done the last map update, then you got all 4 maps. But it looks like a fabulous survival game. I love survival games. So that one looks like it's kind of like that zombie one. I can't remember it, but there's a zombie one that's like that too. It has that same feel to it. I think you're going to enjoy it all the way through. Can't remember. Yeah. I think the day after, the day before, or the day of, or one day, or something like that. I think Adam plays it from Keep Calm, Game On.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to add Anzo to the call here. Anzo was on the show last week, and going to have him come back on. But I tell you what, man, ARK is fantastic. It's different playing it than it is watching it. You get like this feeling of accomplishment. When I built my hut, dude, I was ecstatic. I couldn't believe I was so happy I accomplished that. Anzo, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Going pretty good, man. Going really great. Thank you for coming on the show tonight, dude. What brings you on, man?
I guess we just talk about the Artemis path and all that stuff.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, dude. I'm not too far into it.
Grammy was on there, so that's cool.
Say that again?
Yeah.
I ended up running into Grammy while I was on there.
Yeah, I told all the guys.
Facebook page too.
Yeah, Cobra, I told all the people that were on there with me that they needed to call in and tell you about the Artemis path.
That they needed to tell me?
Yeah, they just come in and share it.
Oh, okay.
They all listen to you, but they never were like. Some people are a little nervous in calling in, and I said because they didn't have anything to say, and I said, well, if you're on the Animus path, you should call. So that was so.
Gotcha. So it's a 30-hour story campaign, Anzo. Have you finished it?
Oh no, I thought we were talking about the Pilgrim Star or whatever.
Oh, the Pilgrim Star. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Path of Artemis. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting confused with the story of Artemis and the Path of Artemis. So I didn't hear you in the beginning of the show. You were cutting out a little bit. Are you participating in that?
Yeah, I actually ended up walking all the way around with a buddy of mine on PSN there, and ended up running into Grammy and Steambot and No Man's Sky Survival Guru. Like a few people I recognized.
That's cool, man. How long did it take you?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Oh man, it was pretty much a whole day ordeal, but I was taking care of the kids and stuff, taking a couple minutes here and there for breaks. But I don't know, it was pretty eventful. I ended up upgrading my exosuit a whole bunch and found a whole bunch of stuff, so it was pretty good.
That's awesome, dude. Did you stream?
Oh, and the kelp. If you need kelp, go there.
Yeah, there was a lot of kelp. That is true.
Did you stream any of it?
No, I ended up not streaming because my internet was going so slow. I could barely get anything working really, but just ended up playing.
Right. Yeah.
I was thinking about starting to stream some stuff though, because it was pretty fun. I would like to share that more often.
Right. Yeah, I actually tuned into Steambot when he was doing it very early on, and watched him for a little while, just having a relaxing stroll. You know, there was no commentary, there was no nothing. It was just him and his sounds of his jetpack and the wind and everything, and the music, just cruising around this planet, just walking and strolling. It was awesome. We've got Black Note. What's that?
I ended up taking the hovercraft up to the North Pole and stuff, and then got all turned around and stuff, and then I went back to the portal by accident. So I didn't even really do it the whole way with the hovercraft, but then when I got back there, I ended up running into like 6 or 7 different people, and one guy was like, hey, let's go north. I was like, alrighty. And so I just started doing the walk, and we made it all the way around, and let me tell you, getting to the end felt good.
That's awesome, dude. Like, it really is,
yes, man. I did something. Something. I don't know what it is, but I did something.
Yeah, it's like me when I do something successful on my videos. I usually exclaim, "I did something right," because it's very rare that I ever do. Black Note, how you doing, buddy?
Good. What's going on?
Not much, man. Just chilling out. We're probably not going to stream too late tonight. This was a hectic night for me. I was super late getting on here. I was trying to get on at 9 o'clock, and I did it up until like what 10:30. 10:30. A lot of people were like, "Cobra, you're not accidentally streaming private, are you?" Oh, what brings you on, dude?
Not much. Same old, same old. I just checked out last week. You had said to check out Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey.
Ooh, yes.
So I just checked that out. That looks pretty cool.
Well, it's not the trailers that would get you interested. What it is the interview with the lead developer, Patrice something. He's responsible for making, I think, Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. And
those are the best ones.
Right. He quit, and now he's indie. And he started this indie company. The name is escaping me at the moment. But he's making a game called Ancestors Humankind Odyssey. And what it is, he first started out saying, okay, this is going to be a episodic open world adventure. So you're going to start out as when apes finally stood up and, started using tools for the first time. And you're going to play that and then go through the next milestone in our history. And that would be the next episode that they release. But while we're waiting for those episodes, we would be able to play the game still in an open world free roam environment and still have fun.
Is it on PC only?
No, this is going to be, I think, on all platforms.
Nice.
Ooh. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
What is it called again?
Ancestors Humankind Odyssey. Now, he has since changed his mind, and he's decided not to make it episodic. Now he wants to make it a bigger game, much bigger, and focus on, instead of focus on just one episode where we are the apes that finally stood up, he wants to focus on it in a much larger scale and a whole big story with a large story campaign, and then come out with a sequel, and then a sequel, and then a sequel. So,
that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's still going to be free roam, open world, but he's talking about so many things, man. The guy is super funny, and if I can find the link, it's an interview that I found on Twitch, and I will try and post it into the description on this video when it goes live or when it goes up on YouTube. But yeah, so great. I can't wait for that, man.
Yeah, there seems like there's going to be a lot of good games coming out.
Yeah, that's the thing. We got a really great game, No Man's Sky, right? And yay, one for us. One for the team. We got one. Great. And it's like now we're looking around and like, what's that next big thing?
Yeah.
What's going to come out and shock us all again? Because there's going to be something at some point in time. I haven't found it yet, but Ancestors Humankind Odyssey has piqued my interest big time, but not like it did with No Man's Sky.
I did see one with, you said the whole monkeys thing. There is one out there that looks interesting where spaceships, and I guess you're an ape.
Oh yeah, that is what is that? Good something. Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scale for that one is just amazing. Like,
I know. I know. It looks like it's going to be way better than the first Beyond Good and Evil.
Yeah.
But can't wait for that. So I'm asking Anzo. I'm asking everybody because I'm curious. What mode do you play the most in No Man's Sky?
I'm playing normal, and that was actually one thing I noticed that was interesting when we met up on the moon. Grammy was playing on creative, so that goes to show everybody's kind of linked in that way.
Right. No matter what mode you're in, you could run into each other. So that's good. Black Note, what about you? What mode do you play in No Man's Sky?
Normally, I usually play in survival, but with the new update, I've been doing permadeath.
Oh, really? Yeah. How's that been going for you?
Great. Yeah.
That's good.
I think that I've got it down now where permadeath doesn't. They say permadeath, and it sounds scary, but it really it's not a whole lot different than the normal game. You can outrun Sentinels pretty easily, so I just pretty much play it like a regular game.
Right. So yeah, I mean, the only difference is when you're dead, you're dead. Yeah,
but there's not really that. I mean, I guess it's just the way I play it. There's not a whole lot of opportunity for you to die. That's what I was saying. Past Subcast before the actual update. I really wish at some point that they come out with some kind of real malevolent force where there's danger and it becomes a hard game. I want to say that's the one thing that I really I saw a meme on one of the No Man's, I think it was Explore NMS, where it was funny. Somebody put out a meme saying something along the lines of, back in my day of playing NMS, we had to walk up, to the next place, and that's what I kind of miss is I want to say that in the beginning NMS there was a level of difficulty to it because there was no hand holding and there were some difficult things that you had to do. I really enjoyed the fact that you did have to walk everywhere because it immersed you in every single planet.
Right.
And since the update, not that I don't enjoy the update because I love it. I mean, I really do. It's obvious all the work that they put into it, and it's very enjoyable. But there is more of that hand-holding element, and ever since the exocrafts, you just jump in an exocraft and pretty much go anywhere you want to, and that immersion just kind of slipped away a little bit.
One of the things that I was having a conversation with somebody, the topic was, I can't remember who, I think it was Hidden Jew Agenda. And we were talking about getting to the hub using the Pilgrim Star map a while back. And now that the portals are active, that people could just fast travel anywhere they want. They could fast travel to the hub as long as they have the planet address. Right. And it's like people who never made that trip will never be able to, they could still do it, but they probably won't now that,
Cobra.
Yes.
But that's what I'm saying. Now they have to do it the way you guys did it, or actually they have to do it at least in normal or in creative as a story, because you have to still jump. You can't use the portals until after you complete the story, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't completed the story in creative yet, but you can't use the portals to just, you can get there and you can stand on the planet and say, oh, I'm here. But unless you find a crashed ship, that's about the only way you're going to get off that planet. And sometimes you go through a portal and it won't let you go back. You have to, one of the guys on the Artemis path with me, he had to actually disconnect the PlayStation and take it off online to be able to then reboot up to be able to go back.
It wasn't too difficult. That was actually me.
Yeah, see? So you still have to kind of take the old-fashioned way.
All you have to do is save right by the portal there. Go quit back out to mode select, disconnect off the settings, and then load the game back up and reconnect to your internet, and it fixes the portal.
So you can't claim a base and then teleport to the space station and then teleport back to home.
No.
I mean, well, wait. You'd have to go through the portal, claim a base, go back through the portal.
Yep.
And then you would have
What happens, I've done it 6 times now in creative. What happens now after the update, before the update, this last update, you could do it the way you're talking about. Because Pippin walked me through it and we did it and still couldn't get it done. Now when you claim a base on the other planet, it automatically saves you there and reopens the portal. So unless you have the portal codes to get back to the other side of the portal, you're going to be stuck on a planet without, and I was stuck.
Oh, I see. Now I see why you're saying you would have to get story done to have all the glyphs.
Right. So I even found a trading post and sat there for 15 minutes waiting for a ship to show up on a different planet that I'd went through on the portal at the Get Knit Gang, and no ships came through. Everyone talked to me, but no ships came through. So I had to dump my creative and restart it again. And so today I've been exploring that and seeing what happens when you play with the portals and see if you can move it. And they've done something to the code so that it's a little harder. I'm not saying you couldn't do it. I just haven't found the way to do it. I've been, like right now I'm going to go join up with somebody else on their place, and they're going to look for a crashed ship. I'm going to see if the crashed ship will show up for me. Because what I have found is when you go through the portal, right, you find a base, you go back through the portal, you come back again through the portal, the base will move. So that's kind of a problem. It'll get further and further away from the portal.
Really?
Yeah, so it takes you longer and longer to get to it. So I spent 5 hours streaming Sunday night trying to get to the Get Knit Gang hub that way, because I'm way out, because I started the game late. Remember, I bought it 3 weeks before the update came,
right?
The big update. And then I've been playing ever since then to try to get to the center where all the hubs are. And even in creative, the most I can jump is like 900, jumps. 900 light years away. I'm still so far out. I'm not even near any hubs. So I was all like, oh well, let's try the portal now. And then I did the Artemis walk, and the same thing. I went through the Artemis walk, and unless I did it the way he did it, I had to restart myself over. Now a lot of people just flew there because they were already had hubs. They were in the hub to begin with. Then you could do it. I mean, it's only if you use the portal. So I'm thinking something's coming up with the portals. They're setting them up in a different way. Like you have to literally follow the story for a purpose, maybe. I don't know. But I'm trying a couple of things. We'll see. Because I'd like to get to the center a little faster than, 3 months.
Right.
3's taking me. I did stream my Artemis path, though, really quick.
If you want to get to the center, play the story mode.
Yeah, apparently. That's what we'll see.
Because, never mind, spoilers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's kind of strange, I guess.
It is.
But okay, so if you played the story, you had all the glyphs. At that point, I guess there would be no problem at all, right?
That's what I'm thinking, but I haven't met anybody. Everyone who I was playing with or helping me had already been at the hub, so they have no reason to retry it out. So I don't have anybody who's playing with me trying to get to the hub. Everybody's either playing games or exploring or farming or they have some set thing they're doing. Right. I am the only one who's trying to get to the center because I didn't have a year to play it to get to the center. I got to the center on my first playthrough, a year ago. I got to the center and went into a new galaxy. But I don't have that. I never had that save. It was on another PlayStation. So I didn't know you could save them. So I never thought of it. And then that person deleted the save. So I never had the ability to pick up my old save. I did have an old creative save before this last update, before the last big update, and before the update that was the year anniversary update. And I had a lot of glitches with that. So that's why I dumped it, to see if that was why I couldn't get through the portal. But I just think they've done something to the portals in the last couple of updates. In the last couple of weeks when they've been updating, their patch notes. Right. I think they're fixing the portal. And one of those, maybe one of the unfixed things was that you could port anywhere, and it was no big deal. And you could, play around with the teleport. Now I think that they're not doing that because the portal's a feature in the story, and I'm not doing any spoilers there. We know that because you get the glyphs. But, now I'm wondering, is it important to have all the glyphs, or is it important to complete the story? Because you can do both, or one or the other. Once you get to a certain level in the story, you can, go visit other space stations, and this isn't a spoiler. It's just that you can do that, and other things come up. A couple of people found graves and glyphs in the Artemis path.
Really?
On that moon, yeah. I watched them in stream doing it. So I'm wondering, are glyphs showing up more often now because of the patch? And that's why the portals are less accessibility, because you have to collect them for each planet or each portal, not planet, portal. Huh. And that there's a guy in your chat, Dennis, I can't say his last name, but he knows that the first 4 glyphs can be switched out, and that's your system. So the glyphs actually are kind of telling you where you are in the galaxy. But not all. There is one portal so far for every system that I found. I found at least one portal. But when you bounce around to them, they will only take you to that one portal. Even if you put the glyphs in different ways, there's only one glyph address. So it'll tell you that's corrupted. Like if you go playing around, like where everybody put the bird one in. Right. Right. And you went to the bird world. If you can put like 5 birds in there. The first 5 could be birds, or the first 4, and it will throw you back to that planet, no matter what the rest of the glyphs are. Because it's considered a corrupted file, and it just automatically corrects you and throws you to that planet. So, just interesting stuff.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Hang on one second. I'm sorry. I'm back. How you guys doing?
I'm dying. Good.
Sorry about that. Had an issue.
They left too. I was like, oh, everybody left. I'm here all by myself in the dark talking to myself.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I mean, that sounds like a weird predicament that you're in. And so everybody's having the same issue then. Huh?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know anybody else who's trying to get to the center, so I don't know anybody else who's using the portals with that intent. I know a lot of people used the portal to get to Artemis path, but they went back to wherever they were at. They weren't staying there, so they weren't going to be looking for a ship or something to bounce off of that. And the bases were already claimed. There were somebody else's bases. So I think there were more than one base. Dan Hipley said there were more than one base on Artemis Moon. So you can't really go in and take somebody else's base just to get your ship there. I mean, you kind of have to. It has to be something it has to be one of those bases that can be, once you get there and you leave, you open your base someplace else to open up the base to somebody else. That was the idea on the Get Knit game. But
I wonder if that's the big issue. I wonder if that's the big issue, because usually when you claim a base in the same system as somebody else, it really messes things up. So maybe the whole thing with the portals and claiming a base with somebody who's got a base claimed in that system might be causing it to glitch out.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm just going to go to the hub the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, there you go.
That's Portal, what I'm saying. A lot of people are doing that. So,
black holes.
And they buy the game. I was just trying to
I started out right by the old Pilgrim Star when I restarted, so it shouldn't be too difficult for me to use the black holes to get there. Because it's right around the same ring, right?
Right, yeah. And that's the best way. You know, like, if people, you know, if they use the portals, if you know, this gets figured out and everyone's able to do it properly, then, you know, no one's ever going to be able to experience the, you know, the feeling that I had when I traveled from system to system to system, you know.
Oh yeah, the 100 some odd jumps.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
It was something else. It's like, it was good.
And when I found that one place that I was looking for, you know, the Lenin, I was looking for that one place, and getting to the region. Okay,
Diplos? Those are the first I've ever seen personally too. I went to Lenin, and those are the first I'd ever seen. And I had been playing since before day one, so it was it was like, holy crap! I finally got here, finally seen this. I was stoked.
First thing I did, man, was I climbed right on the back and I rode one.
Did you? Like Flintstones or something?
Yeah.
Get this though, 5-star systems into my restart, and I've already found Ice Planet with Diplos.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool. I was thinking about giving the like activating a portal and giving the glyphs to somebody so they can claim it if they wanted, but
right,
it's not anywhere near the hub. So
we got Yance who just joined the call. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, dude. Crystal clear.
Okay, thanks.
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia. By the way, it's morning here, so yeah, just starting the day.
Oh wow, awesome, dude. Very awesome. You said in chat that you wanted to talk about your experiences about getting to Galactic Hub using the portals.
Okay. Well, I hope the story that I will tell is not something that you already talked about because I just tuned in. But I kind of heard that. Sorry, who's the other caller?
Grammy.
Okay. Hi, Grammy. Yeah. So this is my experience. I am now in Icentum. Is that how you call it? Icentum Galaxy. So I was planning to go to the Galactic Hub in the Icentum Galaxy because I just found out that there is a Galactic Hub in the galaxy. So maybe all of you think that it takes a longer time if I just use normal way because I check on the app. I'm so far away. So I tried the portal thing and I saw some videos on YouTube that there is a glitch that if you go through portal and you arrive to this destination planet and then you maybe go around and then when you come back, the portal is closed. So you cannot go back to your previous place. And I tried it. It happened to me. So I remember Cobra ever posted that strategy that you go to there and claim base and then you go back again. So because I want to move my base to the Galactic Hub, so I find a habitable base near in the Galactic Hub system. And then after I claim the base, so the game automatically saved the game. And then I went back to the portal. Yes, the portal is not accessible. It's closed. There was no that when it's open that blue shiny circular thing, right? So I really couldn't access the portal to go back to my previous planet. So what I did was I just reload the game. I reload the game from my last save, which was in my base when I claimed the base. I reload my game. So I spawned back to my base, and I went back again to the portal. The portal was open. It's accessible. So I can just go back to
So you don't even have to disconnect?
Yeah. It suddenly just
you might not even have to disconnect the internet. I don't know. Somebody had mentioned something about disconnecting when I was at the Pilgrim Star, so I just tried it out and it worked. Might just have to reload then. Cool.
So I have a question. When did you do that? How long
last
ago
night.
Last night?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try it then and see what happens because I've tried all kinds of that people have talked about. Now, when you went back through the portal, right? You went back through the portal and you were able to, because you picked up your last save, right? And that put you on the planet before you went through the portal. So then when you went through the portal, what happened?
My plane was there. When I went to the portal in my previous place, I have my ship. I had beacon and everything, it's still there. They are still there. So it's just going back to your previous place. So it's just like normal.
Too. But did you go back through the portal again?
Which portal do you talk about?
Because see, I also could reload my save, and I'd be back to where I was before on the portal, but I can't go back into the portal to get to a new place. It won't let me go. I can't move to a new place. I can go in and out of portals. I can use all the old portal addresses and go backwards, but I really can't seem to be getting much forward mobility. Did you finish the story in creative?
Oh, okay. No, I'm in normal mode, and I already finished all the story. But yeah, I didn't try, like, after I going back to my previous place, and I didn't try to go to another set of portal glyphs, because my purpose is I want to move to the galactic hub. So once I escape from the trap and I could go back to my previous base, I just fly to the space station and then teleport to the base in the galactic hub. So now I'm already in the galactic hub. I didn't come back to the previous planet.
But you finished the story. See, that's the glitch there. I think I need to finish the story even in creative to get there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, please.
I was almost excited. I was like, oh, he made it.
I don't know.
Great.
I haven't finished the story myself, and I haven't had any problems with portals and stuff.
You haven't finished the story?
No, I'm about halfway through this set of 16 sequence for the Purge mission. I think that's one of the last missions. Halfway through the sequence goes 1 to 16 or whatever every time you warp for that Purge section of the missions. And I'm only halfway through that. And I managed to find all the glyphs after they patched it on 0.35. I was able to get the first. And then, yeah, I mean, I've only jumped into the portal to get to Pilgrim Star so far, but yeah.
What did you do
that? It sounds like I've
done the story.
It sounds like you could have, as long as you have the glyphs, then you could be jumping around in the portals. But I don't even have the glyphs. I just get the glyphs as people have posted them. So I have to find the glyphs apparently, so I can start moving forward through the portals.
You don't get all the glyphs in creative? I thought you did.
No, you do, but I didn't do that. I didn't do any of that. I was running on a 50 jump creative that I had before the update. I was just running on that, and people were all like, yeah, you can pull them through. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I was bouncing between normal and creative because I was doing the story in normal.
Oh, your creative is before portals got introduced?
Huh?
Your save file for your creative save file is from before the portals?
My first one. No, the first one was, but I dumped that, so it's not that anymore. I mean, I got I have a brand new ship and everything. I think it's just that I didn't get the glyphs the right way, is what I'm thinking. The way the code has probably been patched, so you actually, if you're not doing the story, you at least have to do the glyphs. And so, and I just think that's because they're going to use the portals later on more so. I think they're cleaning up little messes so that when the next update comes, if it has to do with Waking Titan, as has been suggested by many people, in theory and stuff, then that would make sense as to why the portals are being patched. And so having the glyphs is what's going to be the big deal, because you're probably going to learn to use the glyphs kind of like they do in Stargate to move yourself around through the universe, like you said. But you first have to get the glyphs, and that would give you that whole thing of jumping around and getting the experience of flying around through the systems. Because I think go ahead.
I'm not entirely sure. I have not used the portals in creative mode, and I don't know. I mean,
Some people have, but they haven't used them in the way I'm trying to use them to move from one place to another. People use them to show up someplace, to visit somebody or hang out with somebody. But few people have actually tried to do it where I'm using it like you do black holes. Because you don't get black holes in creative. So I was wondering if the portals were the replacement for that. Was that if you use the portals in creative like you do the black holes in normal, then you would be able to hop across the, you still have to bring your ship or whatever, or you find a ship or buy a ship, though buying doesn't seem to be an option either at the moment. But that may change, is what I'm saying. It may be that it's in the middle of a patch. It's different than it was before this last update.
Right. What are you guys on the call here? What are your theories on the Atlas Level 4 passes?
As in,
I wouldn't mind having some sort of DLC for an exotic or something. That'd be nice. I think so. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool. It really would be. That's not a bad idea either.
It's just, it's just a ship. I mean, it's not like something that people can't obtain by playing the game. You know what I mean? But it'd be cool to have some sort of unique one.
Here is my theory on what the classifications for on the level 4 pass, and I haven't talked about this publicly. I don't think it has. Huh?
I was just saying, I'd like to hear this.
I don't think it has really much to do with the game itself, at least yet. As you know, ETARC has been reclassified as the Citizen Sciences Division form, right? So I think these classifications give you a certain position in that form for something. What that something is, I don't know, but I think the classifications are for a role on ETARC. And that's what I think it is. I don't know what it would be used for. Future ARG, no idea. But I want it to be a DLC ship or something like that. But, the way Hello Games stepped in and said, no, this is not a beta. I kind of feel like it's not going to be anything for the game itself yet. I don't know. We got Keep Calm and Game on the call. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, guys?
Not much. How you enjoying No Man's Sky, dude?
Oh, I'm enjoying it. Still haven't bought a freighter or anything. Still taking my time, just looking through the planets.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I've been playing a bit of ARK, dude, and I'm starting to get comments where, I'm trying to do every other day No Man's Sky ARK, No Man's Sky ARK, and I'm starting to get comments like, "Hey, you ever going to play No Man's Sky again?" It's like, wait a minute, you must be missing the No Man's Sky videos.
Yeah, I want to get in. I want to get into ARK. I just, I think I need to upgrade my computer to run it.
You don't have PS4?
I do not have a PS4.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm playing No Man's Sky on PC as well. And if you go to a website called, I think, canitrun.com or something, you type in the game and it'll tell you if it runs on your computer. Apparently, my computer can't even run No Man's Sky according to that website. So,
wow.
Even on the minimum. So I have everything turned to low. So I want to upgrade so I can, get all the nice looking graphics and everything to fully experience the No Man's Sky world. But it's a work in progress.
Yeah. Why can't you play games on my PC now?
Yeah, I heard about that. Your cat dumped some milk on it or something like that.
It won't even let No Man's Sky fire up. It says that there's no VRM 0.00, but it'll let me fire up Planet Nomads, and I fired it up, but it shows 1 frame per 60 seconds.
Yeah.
So it'll sit there and move like it's I don't know how to explain it. 1 frame per minute, and it's insane.
Like it was from 1990.
Yeah, right. I feel like
when you come into your
negative 60 frames per second.
Yeah, I feel like my gaming PC turned into an IBM ThinkPad.
It's
Does anybody
Facebook
else's
PC
game
now.
hook up that bad on No Man's Sky when they go into their base? Bunch of lag, like 8 to 15 seconds worth of lockup. Just reminded me of that lag.
Yeah.
Usually, whenever I like get to a planet, like I'm going in the atmosphere, there's a lot of like lag because my computer's just like trying to handle it, but it can't quite get there. Like it takes
Has
about.
anybody
Like,
had the storage container thing happen too, where you go to take something out and it says your storage is full, and then you go to take something else out and it moves it out, and then all of a sudden something replaces that with something else? Like that slot that you removed gets replaced with something else that you might have put in the container a while back. Like there's only 5 slots in the container. I take something out. I go to take one thing out. It says I can't. Its storage is full or whatever. And then I go to take out another thing instead. And then that thing goes into my exosuit. And then the container slot gets replaced by something else that I had in the container a while back.
Oh, wow.
That's weird.
And there's still 5 items in the container. And sometimes it does it for a couple of resources. I'm not complaining because I get free antimatter and iron and random things. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You got the magic
it's weird,
box.
and I hella lag when it happens too.
I'd keep that hush hush. Don't
so
want to
I have a
that
question
bug.
for you guys.
Yeah.
So most of you play on PS4, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like when you boot up the game, about how long does it take to get to your actual, you jumping out of your ship, like does like the little screensaver screen that says No Man's Sky, all the planets are flying by. How long does that take to get through?
10, 15 seconds.
A minute or two, I guess.
Okay. It takes about like
I don't know.
4 minutes on my computer just to boot up the game. So
Wow.
I was curious.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got
I don't know, I
Durgon
was ended up
just
doing something
donated.
while I'm waiting anyway.
Durgon just donated to the channel. It says, get yourself some new hardware. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that, man. Hashtag Durgon. I really hope I'm pronouncing that properly.
It's close.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much, man.
So speaking of hardware, I'm trying to like build my PC for as cheap as possible to have like the best stuff. So once I get like all the specs and everything, I'll message you kind of the specs, Cobra, so you can look them over, and then maybe that could be something you could use as well.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm trying to do tons of research. I don't want to spend like over $1,000. So, and my brother like builds PCs, so I'll probably like buy the parts individually. But yeah, I'll send you the specs once I get everything figured out.
Tom's Hardware or whatever. That's a good website to check out, like best bang for your buck.
Yeah.
CPUs and everything.
And like watching YouTube videos and all that jazz. Because I like editing on it too and streaming. It's not just going to be for gaming. And I know Cobra wants to kind of do that too. So I figure I'll keep
at least a quad core then, hey?
Yeah.
No, this PC, I got 2 PCs right here, right now. This one that I'm streaming on was meant to only be my gaming PC and nothing else, or streaming. Streaming games, podcasts, but no editing or anything like that. No files being added to it. But the thing is, the computer that I'm using right now is actually the victim of the milk, and it's so most of the computer is working, but but if I go in and check out the status, or not status, but the settings on the graphics card, it says that there's nothing there. So I think that the only thing that needs to be replaced is the graphics card.
Probably the graphics card, yeah.
That's possible.
I don't know. But yeah, I can't play YouTube videos. Well, I can, but they're real blotchy. It's almost like it doesn't have enough.
It just shows a big
makes sense
milk spill.
The way the graphics card sits in a computer case, that it would have milk land on it. It makes sense the way a graphics card sits in the case, that milk would land on it.
Huh. I don't even know anything about computers. I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Not being able to see YouTube videos and whatnot like that sounds exactly
big card
like
plugged in sideways. It has your video cables coming out. That's the one.
It's like, is the CD thing a cup holder? It's like it's the cup holder. Yeah, that's like me. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm like watching YouTube videos. Like, what is a PC? This is a mouse. This is a keyboard. I'm so used to console gaming. It's just
right.
It's crazy.
Cobra?
Yes.
There's a really great YouTube video that I have in my watch later. I'll see if I can find it, and then I'll send it to you in Twitter. He builds a gaming computer for $800.
Really?
And it was last year, so it's not too out of date. You could probably look at the stuff he's doing and see what it is on the market that would be closer. That's how I got my hard drive. For $130, I got a 1 terabyte hard drive by going to watching this guy, and he gave me some ideas of what to look for. My graphic card was next, but I'm just going to wait because mine runs well enough where even though I can't play a lot of games on it, if I wanted to, I could, but I don't. I use it for animation.
Right.
So I'm going to be upgrading to a really fast computer with the 1 terabyte and then really like a $300 graphic card sometime next year. I mean, I'm going to get a really fast running one for that. So you wouldn't need that fast one to run a game. And he gives you a good listing of stuff that you can then go to those sites and look at what they have to offer and kind of get an idea of the price range you want to spend. And then he shows you how to put it together.
Oh,
so
cool.
I'll find it if I can send it to you, okay?
Yeah, most definitely. Yes. Also, I want to kind of announce that we have a viewer. His name's Phil Craven, and he's a musician. Speaking of equipment getting damaged, something happened to his, right? His music soundboard or something like that?
Yeah, his music soundboard got destroyed by having a drink spilled on it. So
see?
He needs
you see that?
It's these drinks. You gotta keep them in like a lockbox away from.
He's watching too many Cobra TV videos. That's what happened.
I don't think he was the one that spilled it, but maybe. I don't know. I don't know much. I just know he has to go fund, and that he priced it for shipping and everything. It'd be about $800. So he can't mix music until he gets a new one.
That's crazy. And if anybody that knows who Phil Craven is, and you want to see his GoFundMe page, I did retweet it. I think I retweeted either that or I shared it on Facebook. One of the two. So either go check one of those places, look up my recent posts, and you'll be able to see it there. But yeah, it's unfortunate. That guy's so great with his music.
He is. He's awesome.
So, Cobra, I got a question for you. When can we be expecting that Mystery Science Theater type video to come out? That hasn't come out yet, has it?
No, it hasn't come out yet.
Okay. I've been seeing like the teaser trailers. I'm like, I didn't even know the first one was a teaser trailer. I'm like getting into it. It's like 30 seconds long. I'm like, dang it, is that short? I thought it was like the whole thing. I'm like, I want more.
Yeah, Seraphim put on quite a good show. It's gonna be a couple weeks. It's done. The video's done. Okay. I just don't feel like it's the right time to put that out.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think that the kind of content that it is would be well understood at this moment. It's so funny though. It is going to get uploaded, but I'm just gonna wait for another couple weeks and see what. I just got to upload it at the right time.
Yeah.
Was
I know
that
a lot
why
of
you
people
were
don't know of like
animators?
the Mystery Science Theater type thing where people watch it and then they kind of commentate over it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. You know, I was asking around, like, "Hey guys, I'm doing a little small mini series like the Mystery Science Theater 3000." People are like, "What? What's that?" Never seen it.
Yeah, I know they did like a reboot of it for like a Netflix, so they have like all those like they redid it because I guess it was like an older show. But I've like seen almost all of the new ones, so I'm a fan.
They got a new guy doing it now, right?
Yeah, they got a couple new people, like different YouTubers and stuff.
Oh wow, YouTubers, huh?
Yeah, Felicia.
Yeah, Felicia Day's doing it. She's like a big gamer, Dungeons and Dragons type person, and then some actors.
I didn't know that there was like a YouTube type thing now.
Well, I mean, it's not on YouTube, but like they get different actors, different celebrities from different places, and they kind of put them in there.
I was gonna say, man, if I upload this, I'm gonna get a copyright strike.
I don't think so.
Because we even have our silhouettes too, huh?
Fred, was that why you needed somebody to do some animation for you? Was for that?
What's that, Grammy? I'm sorry.
Was that why you were asking about animation? Was for that? Yeah, he did a way better job than I. I'm just learning how to move eyeballs and mouth right now. So his is awesome. So
thank you. Yeah, I did that animation all by myself. I was very proud of it. Even
There
though
you
Now,
That is
see,
awesome.
if it was me, I would have just skipped the animation and used a sock puppet because that's how.
you know, it's
That's-
kind of funny. Me and
Yeah,
Seraphim actually discussed having a sock puppet.
I mean that would work. That would work.
Yep, it would have. But that was great animation. Kudos to you.
Thank you very much. Very much. We probably won't go too long with this subcast tonight because I have something I have to do. And I feel really terrible because we came on late. I was late to this. I was late to my own subcast. And now I'm going to probably have to get off of here within the next 10 minutes.
That's all right. I have to go too because I have the fans off, but the PlayStation doesn't run well with the fans off. So I was going to tell you I was going to be leaving right now. And I don't feel bad now that I'm leaving right now. Because you're gonna be
Okay, Grammy.
And I will catch you next week. Hopefully, we'll cross our fingers because next week school will be in full-fledged, and we'll see how my son's doing with homework and stuff. Okay?
Awesome. Very awesome. Yes,
All right.
definitely.
Goodbye, y'all.
Bye, Grammy.
Bye.
Yeah, have a good night, Grammy.
So we now have a schedule here on Cobra TV since we're going to be adding some new things. And if to find that schedule, you can go over and I tweeted it out and put it on Facebook and everything like that. But I'm excited to be playing ARK. Black Note is making a song for me.
Oh snap!
So I am curious to hear this because now he knows what kind of music I'm into. He knows I'm into death metal, old school thrash, and like Slayer, DRI, and I like old school punk too. But death metal is my favorite. But he's making me a song. Are you the one doing all the instruments?
Yeah, I'm doing all the live drums, live guitar, live bass.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Yep. I'll track that all here at my studio, and I'll send it your way.
That's cool. So you have a do you record for bands?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I do all the time.
So are you recording for famous bands?
Not famous bands, no. Mostly local bands.
I see.
And then usually during the day, what I do as my job, my full-time job, is I teach kids and adults how to be in a band and how to work together. I'm the kind of mediator. And then
so you're like a marriage counselor for band members.
Well, I'm actually Jack Black.
Oh.
Jack Black, that is awesome.
I love that movie. I love School of Rock.
Yeah,
Such a good movie.
I am Jack Black, but at the end of it, instead of it just being a classroom, I actually do the studio work, and then we do albums and record and whatnot like that.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
You know what? We're going to have a long talk about that.
Yeah.
Long talk. I think that'd make a cool little side podcast for the other channel or something like that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's absolutely a good time, man. There's nothing better than taking a group of people who've never really played with other people and then work on a set list and then get out to actually play a show or record an album. That's great.
It sounds like it, definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, your song's coming along. I'm trying to figure out what to do about the vocals. I'm trying to figure out what kind of storyline. I think I might try to tailor it a little towards NMS. But we'll see.
Okay. Sounds good, dude. Sounds good.
Some 6 feet under influences there.
Oh, yeah. 6 feet under. You know, my favorite stuff from 6 feet under is their Graveyard Classic CDs.
Yeah. Definitely good stuff.
I just came across a new band called Cannabis Corpse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've heard them.
Huh?
Yeah, I've heard them before. They're pretty funny.
They're kind of like a mock band of Cannibal Corpse.
They
talk about marijuana
Yeah.
like all the time.
Yeah.
I came across a new artist. I don't know if you've ever heard of her, but her name's Taylor Swift.
Oh,
No, I'm joking. Her new video is so weird, guys. It's just so weird.
Oh, the one
my
where she
goodness.
crashes or something? That
Well,
one?
there's like one, I don't know the name of it, but there's like 10 different Taylor Swifts from all like the past videos, and she's like saying she's dead and she's like a zombie in the first scene. It's weird.
God.
Taylor Swift's going dark.
Strange.
So disappointed in her. She actually used to play instruments, and now I was just listening. I haven't seen any of her videos, but
Oh, she does let everyone else play their instrument.
well, no, there's no instruments. There's absolutely no
It's all
instruments.
techno, synth stuff
yeah.
now.
Synth.
Totally pop, right?
It's like, what happened? You used to actually play an instrument. God. Sellout, just like.
Oh, I love Celtic
Phone's
Frost.
low.
Shane, I love Celtic Frost.
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love how we can go from like talking about No Man's Sky to like
I know,
to
isn't this
Taylor
weird?
Swift all in one video. It's this. I love this streams. I love the
Yeah.
streams.
You like Gargaroth? That's my
What's that?
girlfriend's favorite band.
Who?
Gargaroth.
Oh yeah,
Gargaroth, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my girlfriend's favorite bands. I just asked her because she's got a whole bunch that she likes. She's really into the heavy stuff. So
That's cool, man.
I guess the stuff I listen to is a little bit more mainstream, sort of like Norma Jean and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I have a hard time, well, I like everything, a lot of music, but I guess my core would be death metal, grunge, punk. And grunge is pretty much a mutation of punk rock. So,
Yeah.
like a mainstream version of punk.
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, I'm all over. I like blues. I like classic rock. I like everything. Techno.
She was mentioning you should check out a documentary called, what is it? Until the Light Takes Us. Yeah, check out a documentary called Until the Light Takes Us. Apparently it's really good.
Until the Light Takes Us.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll definitely check that out. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and get off of here so I can hurry up and get done something that I need to get done.
Hey, Cobra,
huh?
I have a quick question. What is on your radar for the future of Cobra TV? I know that you have Megaton, Rainfall, and ARK, and there's another one that you would mention, but do you have any other plans in terms of anything else that would be on your radar? I know you've been asking about games from the community, but I was curious, has anything come up for you?
Well, this is pretty deep in the podcast here, so I'm going to go ahead and mention this, and anybody that's watching, there'll be probably the only people that'll know. What I'm going to be doing is the ARK series that I have is secretly, it's going to become like, and within the next few episodes, I'm going to reveal that it's actually Revenge of the Survivor.
Wow.
Cobra's going to fall asleep and he's going to have a dream that he was in Elite Dangerous, that he's going to wake up and realize that he is the Cobra from, or you're going to realize he's the Cobra from Revenge of the Survivor.
There you go.
And from there, when ARK has kind of like lived up to what it's going to live up to, and there's, time to move on to a different game, Cobra's going to get transferred into another game's universe. And he's going to have to fight his way through that game as well. And
so
maybe
Cobra's going to kind of go all over the place then.
Like Sliders, the old show Sliders.
Yeah.
Yeah, until he finally gets back to No Man's Sky. Maybe we'll have episodes where he gets back to No Man's Sky, but he doesn't get the chance to stay too long. So a couple episodes. I don't know. It's going to be fun to see what games he's going to get stuck in. But that's what is going to be happening with Cobra and ARK. It's actually Revenge of the Survivor. I just haven't mentioned it yet.
Okay. Very cool.
I'm hyped.
That whole concept
I'm on the hype
of being
train.
in a game like that, being sucked into a game like that, kind of reminds me of a novel I read. It's called Ready Player One. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for
to make that into a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got that from one of those subscription blocks a while back.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Keep Coming Game On has an awesome YouTube channel. If you guys haven't, then your channel will turn into an ARK channel. Nah, it's not going to turn into an ARK channel. It's going to turn into a mutant of games. Keep Coming Game On's got an awesome YouTube channel, guys. Go check it out. He's got amazing content. And Bran Muffin, thank you so much for subscribing. I know a guy named Bran in real life. Let's see. Yance, do you have a YouTube channel?
Soon, pretty soon. Not now.
Okay, all right. Anzo, I think I asked you last time, and I can't remember, dude.
Oh yeah, I mentioned my BMX one, but I got one
That's
that
right,
I'm
BMX.
gonna start uploading gaming and stuff on. If you search up name is Ty, NAMEISTY on YouTube, it'll come up. I got a couple of videos from No Man's Sky, but I'm gonna start streaming here soon too.
All right, cool. Are you gonna keep going with the BMX stuff?
Yeah. I've gotten back on the BMX and stuff. I took a little bit of a break, but definitely gonna get back into it.
That's very cool, man. Very cool. I used to be a skater and didn't get on the bike that much.
Yeah, I skateboarded a little bit back in high school and stuff like that. I can still do a kickflip. Did one a couple months ago.
That's cool.
I can fall off a skateboard.
Me and my friends, we were doing kickflips where this house used to be. They tore down the house, and the only thing that was left was a basement. So we were doing kickflips and ollies over the corner. And so we'd put a stick down or a rock or something, and we would keep moving the rock to make the jump wider and wider and wider till somebody was going to fall, right? Somebody wasn't going to make it sooner or later. And that somebody was me. And I did this awesome kickflip. I was going to land it, and something happened. I ended up hitting the other side and ended up with a metal rod through my leg, inside my leg. And I was hanging upside down against the wall of the basement, being held by the metal rod.
Dang. Okay, I got an idea, Cobra. This is just a suggestion. You should have like part of the subcast be story time with Cobra, where you just go on a tangent about your childhood. It would be great. It'd be amazing.
Great segment.
And we were skipping
now it's
school.
time for story time with Cobra, and then you like pull up an armchair in front of a fireplace.
Yeah.
And you're like petting your cat.
Yeah.
It'd be great. Be
we
amazing.
were skipping school. My friends got me off and got me back up on the ground. And then they were all scared that they were going to get in trouble. So they left me. They said, I'm sorry, we got to go. So luckily the school was like maybe, I don't know, it was like a half a block away. I crawled. And then I got into the school and I was crawling on the ground, leaving blood behind me. Like not a whole lot of blood, but just blood, you know. It was mostly saturated on my pants. And
brutal.
His whole life is Revenge of the Survivor. His whole life is Revenge of the Survivor.
Oh, shut up, man.
That's where we get the inspiration. It's great.
I come to that realization every time I get in a car and drive to work that my life is like Revenge of the Survivor. Yes.
It's all real.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and close it out.
Okay. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude, it's been a blast, and it's been a pleasure to have you on, man. I appreciate you coming. All right, guys, take care and stay safe out there, man. And we'll be back next Tuesday, or if something like all of a sudden people get their Atlas passes, we'll be on.
Cool.
That'd be awesome.
All right, bye everybody.
Yeah,
take
have
care.
a good
night.
Shout out to chat, everyone.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
All right, you too.
Yeah, take it easy.
All right, bye, bud.